Hi there, welcome back to some more Watch Dogs Online hacking. This is an invasion that occurred recently in which I was actually in air hack mode, and what that means is that apart from being on a bike or in a car, in a vehicle basically, where you are able to move around, as soon as you get off or out of your vehicle, you can't move. You can jog on the spot. And I think you can throw grenades and IEDs if you're stood on the ground. You can do that, but you can't shoot your gun, and you just can't move. So when this invasion happened, I was in air hack mode, and I'd actually been AFK, and I came back and noticed this biker behind me. And obviously, NPCs don't drive bikes in the game, so I was trying to think, was it possible to catch him? And what the best course of action was when I can't get off my bike and shoot him. So all I could think of was chasing him, and I decided to profile him just in case he went and hid. And it was just a case, as you can see, later on you'll see that I can't move. But it's just I've got to use either a steam pipe or something to knock him off. But luckily for me, he actually comes off his bike here, and I just had to hit him, basically. Had to get it right and hit him hard enough so that it killed him, and I managed it, so it's pretty jammy. I'm leaving the video rolling for a bit here just so you can see I am in air hack mode, and I'm not just saying I was. Basically, as you can see, I couldn't move there, and I think in a minute I come flying off my bike, and there it becomes more apparent because it's in a, excuse me, it's in the middle of the street. So yeah, there you go. Usually you stay in midair, but sometimes you do fall down to the floor, and then that's the result. I just can't move anywhere, and the only way to get out of air hack mode is to, I think, to die or to be killed, or to go into one of the digital trips. And this here is me just I just wanted to show that you can, even though you're in air hack mode, if you are trying to do something with IEDs or grenades, you can still go to the crafting shop under the bridge and
right?
still order your IEDs, etc. Which is quite amusing. So I'm going to leave the video rolling for a while, and I'm going to show another hack while I was in air hack mode, just because it was pretty good fun. In the end, I decided to sort of complete the hack in a car. Obviously there was added danger for me because I couldn't get out of the car and do a runner if he profiled me. This is just showing that I am in air hack mode before I go into the hack, by the way. That's why I put this bit of video on here. Basically, this was the end of another hack that went wrong, and the target didn't actually come and find me, so I was just up there for infinity, basically, until I go into another hack, which you'll see now. And the one I go into is the hack that I'm going to play.
One of our high-value targets is in town. We need you to hack them and install a back door for us.
So I don't really think this hack needs much commentary from me. All I will say is the target does make it pretty easy for me, but it's pretty good fun to watch in a way. And as I say, I'm stuck within the confines of a car or cars. You know, you can swap car if your car becomes too damaged, which I believe I don't do on this occasion. And by the end, the car is pretty bashed up. So it may have been sensible to switch. I know I do try ordering a bike or something at one point, and that was with the intention of maybe trying to pull off a proper air hack, but in the end I just settled for hacking from the car. And I should say, by the way, air hacking is good fun for, just to try a couple of times, but I can't see it being something you would do on a regular basis, you know, to try and win easy points. I think you know, I'm not into that personally, and I don't think many people are. But it's definitely good, you know, once you discover it, just to mess around with it for a while. And if you don't know what air hacking is or how to pull it off, I will try and, well, I will. I'll put a little clip about that at the end of the video. So, because it did take me quite a while to find a good spot to sort of go into glitch mode. So, yeah, I'll put that at the end of the video.
He's gonna hit somebody.
Northbound train arriving shortly.
There we go. Nice and clean.
Okay, so if you're still watching and wanted to know how to air hack, go to the map and go to the fast travel point nearest the Merlot Hotel. So that's the top right hand corner of the map. And when you spawn in, there'll be a car there waiting for you. So basically, yeah, when you come out of the drive, turn left, and then at the first main road, turn right here. So that's where you are on the map. And then, if you can see, there's 2 t-shirts in a window there. That's the window you want. Sod's law that there's 2 people stood in the way. And there's different ways you can do this. You just need a blast to knock you back into the window, basically. So you can either use a grenade, IEDs, or you can use the grenade launcher. With the grenade launcher, you need to know the trick. Where you let go of one of the shoulder buttons just as you're firing. So grenades is probably easiest. Fire at the second crack away from you, and then walk towards the first one. You have to be facing the grenade so that it blows you backwards, and as you can see, you fall below the game map. And usually you start doing this, and then you just bring up the online contracts map and go to Hack a Player. I think this does actually take a few minutes to find someone this time, because I think it's because I was uploading a video as I recorded this, so that always slows down my internet. And when you do invade a game, when you're in air hack mode, if you're on foot, there's no point continuing. You may as well just quit out of the game, because you need a car basically to be able to move anywhere. So as you can see, I'm in air hack mode now, and no car, no bike, so I just quit out. I was just throwing grenades there to see if they did actually blow you back at all, because my thinking was that if there was a car nearby and it did blow you backwards, there's a chance you could get in the car. So I was just testing out that theory, even though there wasn't a car there. So I did actually skip ahead here, because the next 2 games I invaded, I was also on foot, so I've just skipped ahead to where I have got a car. And as you can see, I'm up in Pawnee. And this keeps happening whenever I go to hack a target lately. When I'm in air hack mode, I seem to, whenever I try to hack their car, I end up blowing up a steam pipe, which is one of the things you would generally use, particularly with a sports car, to, you know, get some height. Basically, you park your car under a steam pipe, and it can blow it into the air with certain cars. Or bikes as well, I think. So, but if you blow them up before you've initiated the hack, then obviously they're useless. And so in the end, I just leapt off this cliff and just hanging around inconspicuously up here. As you can see, the circle area is pretty much, I don't know, 75%, 80% water. So it's a bit of a confusing search zone for the target here. So usually I would now skip ahead to near the end of the hack, or until something interesting happens, but this target was pretty funny in just the way he went about trying to find me, so I think I'll just let the hack play out and see for yourself. If you do enjoy videos on air hacking, by the way, you might like to know that a while ago I did a video on double air hacking, where you and another player are both glitched in the game at the same time. It's a pretty nonsense video. It doesn't really serve any useful purpose, as neither of you can move once you're out of the vehicle, but it was just fun to try. We both leapt from a raised bridge, and so we were just like this in the sky. Although on my opponent's side, he was upside down twirling round, which was pretty funny. So yeah, I'll try and put a link in the description for that video, but if I forget, then just scroll through my recent videos. I say recent, it depends when you're watching this, but I'll try and put a link in the description. And as you can see, the target's coming back this way now. For a while I thought he was swimming over to the mainland, and I just thought, what an idiot, you know. I'd rather take a car or a bike or just drive there rather than try and swim it. But it turns out he was just searching the perimeter in the water. Have no idea why, but yeah, maybe he thought I was underwater hacking. But if that was the case, I don't think that just by swimming down there it would have helped him. I think he's just a new player basically, and not used to, you know, how to search properly. So yeah, an easy win. As I say, I didn't do this to win a hack, I just did it to show people how to air hack. So yeah, hope you find it useful, and thank you for watching.